Hi, everybody. We're so glad that you're here for our class. Happy Sunday.
Hi, happy Sunday. So, everybody, thank you so much for coming. We're so excited. This is my first official launch into being a part of the tribe of doTERRA. So, I'm so excited that we have our own tribe going, and I'm so appreciative of Laura's time. She's been so amazing. I'm learning so much from her. And I just know that you're going to have so much fun learning stuff today. So I'm going to hand it over to her. And if you guys have any questions, message them in. And at the end, then you can, just ask questions because she has a plethora of information. So pick her brain. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Laura.
Oh, thank you so much, Chelsea. I so appreciate that. Yeah, it's such a blessing to be here. Actually, this is one of my most favorite things to do. And for those that are new to me, I'm Dr. Laura Ricci. My whole purpose is to actually help burned out, stressed out women to reclaim their health and wellness and their energy to truly rise up, right, and live. And I am a doctor of physical therapy. I'm a national board certified health and wellness coach. I specialize in functional nutrition and women's health. And I teach about doTERRA essential oils. I'm very passionate about natural remedies and holistic health tools. And I sell doTERRA essential oils. And I am so excited that Chelsea brought us together in this space to teach and share and learn. And I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to mute everybody for right now. But if you have any questions, you can just pop them into the chat, or you can unmute yourself and we can get going here. And let me get my slides up for us and we will kick off. I hope you are all having a wonderful Sunday. I know we've got people watching in Texas and California and all over, which makes it really fun. I love that we have this platform to kind of bring us all together. And I'll put the captions on too, because I love captions, just in case anybody wants to read along with us. So this is our Essential Oils Made Easy class. This is, again, one of my passions besides hanging out with my sweet hubby, Mark, or hanging out with my sweet nephew, Ethan, who I can't believe he's going to be 2 next month. I love to teach and empower people with natural tools and essential oils. And I will know that I've done my job in this class if you leave knowing 3 cool things about essential oils, 3 ways to use the oils, and how to get the oils in your home. And so we're going to actually start off with the 3 cool things about essential oils. And the first cool thing about essential oils is that they are safe. They are 100% natural and safe. There's no side effects or addictions with them. doTERRA's oils, they're actually just extracts of plants with amazing health benefits. So they're 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs. And what we're talking about with doTERRA is CPTG oils, which means they're certified pure therapeutic grade. They're pure, they're potent, there's nothing added to those. We don't have to worry about heavy metals or contaminants or things in there, because the truth of the matter is that about 98% of the oils sold on the market are adulterated. Maybe they add in more carrier oil, or they dilute those oils. Maybe they're using chemicals or solvents in the extraction process of that essential oil. They're really more what I would call a synthetic fragrance, not necessarily a therapeutic or a medicinal oil. So that's the big difference. And please don't take the information that I'm teaching about and sharing in this class and then go and try to buy an oil from the health food store or the grocery store and expect the same difference. There's a big, big difference between something that is adulterated or contaminated versus something that is pure. Also, don't be fooled by the labels, because unfortunately there's no governing agency that regulates quality and purity of an essential oil. So they can write whatever they want on that bottle, right? They can say 100% pure, 100% natural, USDA organic, but organic and purity are not the same thing. And it's really important to understand. We want to be looking at and going deeper with a lot of this, and we'll be talking about this. But the big difference with doTERRA is what we call co-impact sourcing, is that the plants actually come from the areas of the world where they're designed to thrive and grow. So for example, our lavender comes from Bulgaria and France. Big, big difference. And lots of testing go into our oils to make sure that they are pure, that they are potent, that there's no contaminants that come in any process of the creation of this essential oil. So it's really powerful with that. So an example is peppermint essential oil. If you have your essential oils, go and get them because it's fun to experience them all together, to have the oils on hand, or if you have a little sample dram of peppermint, you can have that on hand too. But peppermint is very energizing. So if you just open up your bottle of peppermint, right, and you can actually just smell and have that aromatic experience with that oil, and you can just kind of inhale and you'll smell it's very refreshing, it's very energizing. You can actually put a little bit on your finger and kind of flick it to the roof of your mouth so you can actually taste it a little bit. And that is going to be the deciding factor, kind of the gold standard of if what you're using is a pure essential oil, especially something that you would recognize as food, if it's safe to take internally. So if you see a supplement fact on your bottle of essential oil, you know that that's an oil that is safe to take internally. So it helps to promote clear breathing. It actually really cools the body. So if you're in a situation where you have a high body temp, this is a great one to use. And it's great to relieve head tension. So if you're experiencing that, you can put it right over forehead and temples, on the back of the neck, have that there. Now, you never want to put essential oils in the eyes or in the ears. If that happens, you're going to grab your carrier oil, right? Our fractionated coconut oil or a vegetable oil of choice, and you can just go around the eye. So if anything ever gets uncomfortable or a little intense, you can always use your carrier oil to dilute that. But peppermint is such a powerful oil, and it's one that you can just inhale and notice a difference really quickly. So that's the first cool thing about essential oils. Very, very safe. Second cool thing about essential oils is they're really effective. So we use the oils a lot. What's really kind of neat is that essential oils can permeate the cell membrane to support us. So if we're looking at supporting our immune system right now during this time, for example, because we know that seasonal threats are high, environmental threats are high with everything that's happening around the world right now. On Guard is actually what I would call the toilet paper oil of doTERRA right now. On Guard is our protective blend. So what's really cool is because essential oils are a fat, they're a lipid, they can help to kind of cross and permeate that cell membrane to support us in a lot of different ways. So something like On Guard really helps with promoting healthy immune function. It can really soothe a scratchy throat. I love to put a drop in water with maybe a drop of lemon and drink that if you have a scratchy throat or if you're having any discomfort there. And it's really cleansing for home and hands. So we make hand sprays with this, surface area sprays, countertop sprays. So a lot of the stuff that people may be going to during this time as far as air fresheners or disinfectant sprays or plugins in the home, it's a lot of environmental toxins, and that stuff can be really hard on our respiratory system, on our endocrine system, on our hormones. And you can just notice maybe you've had this experience where you're spraying something or you're cleaning with a traditional cleaner and maybe you're getting head tension or you're just feeling respiratory distress or you just don't feel so great. That's kind of the nice thing about the essential oil is that they can really support us and help us without creating some of those distresses with respiratory system. They can actually support us and, dare I say, make that experience a little bit more fun when we're cleaning and using those things where we don't have to necessarily worry about kids inhaling those toxins or things from like traditional cleaners. So that's kind of an option too. And I love that oils are really effective, that there's something quick that we can grab when we need it to support ourselves. And then the third cool thing about essential oils is that they're actually really affordable. They are usually affordable than most traditional approaches for care, coming out to about pennies per drop. So this can actually save you hundreds of dollars a year in medical costs. An example of that is just in a traditional 15 ml bottle size, there's about 250 drops in here. That's going to last a really long time, especially when we're just using 1 or 2 drops to support ourselves with something. So say, for example, you're having ear discomfort. What we would tend to use is something like tea tree oil and lavender oil and a couple drops of each, and we'll just put that around the ear. So again, we don't want to go inside the ear, but you can go around the ear for that and go to bed. And when we wake up, we start to feel better, and that just saves us tons. My husband, he's actually a CPA, so he tracks this very well, and receipts and all the things. And he noticed that when we started bringing the oils into our home, we were saving a lot. So even if you think about the time that it took to go, maybe you're having some ear discomfort, to go to make an appointment, to see, even if that was, if you needed a copay for that, or then a prescription for that, what that comes out to, I still think, gosh, it even just for us, 2 drops of tea tree, 2 drops of lavender comes out to about 64 cents. And it even just saves us, even if you don't have a copay, even if you don't pay anything for a prescription, you're still paying the gas in your car to go and do those things, and the time that it took to go to do those things. Now, we're in an interesting season right now currently where a lot of us are told to stay home and told to be quarantined. So I love that we have tools that we can just grab and use to support ourselves whenever we need them. And again, there's a time and place for seeing a doctor, for taking a prescription. I'm not saying that don't do those things, or I'm not saying that this is going to replace all of those things, but it's a tool. It's a tool in your toolbox, right? To have that on hand and have something quick that you can go to that's safe, that can give you relief. And of course, if you're doing something and you're not getting the results, then definitely go see your doctor and work with your qualified healthcare professional with that. But I love that it's so simple and affordable to use. And the example is something like lavender. This is a really great oil. We often say lavender is the gateway oil. It's calming for all the body systems. So calming for the mind, calming for the skin. It is really great to support us. So especially now that it is springtime and maybe you're getting the sniffles or the red eyes or just feeling all the feels around pollen season, something that we love is peppermint, lavender, and lemon. And that works together in a really great way to support you. So you can do a couple drops of each of those and take that internally, and it just makes such a big difference. doTERRA also has a product called Try Ease, which is that it's lemon, lavender, and peppermint that you can just take conveniently to help you. So there's a lot of different ways that we can use the oils. And I think about, what would you have gone to instead? What do you typically go to if it's pollen season and grab that? What are you paying for that? And you can really only use it in one way. Versus we talked about, peppermint helps to open up your airway. It really cools the body if it's summertime or if you're just having a hot flash moment. It's very energizing. Lavender can help with sleep. It can help with stress. So I love things that you just need a drop or two to support you, which is pennies per drop, but you can use them in so many ways, which is a really powerful thing to have on hand there. So that's the 3 cool things about essential oils. They are safe, they are effective, and they're very affordable. And then we're going to talk about the 3 ways to use essential oils. So first way is aromatic. And this is where you can diffuse an essential oil. So I have a diffuser here in the background. It's on intermittent, so you'll see it go on and off periodically as we're talking. But what this is doing is it is cleansing the air, purifying the air. It helps with respiratory support, and it also helps with emotional support. Or you can grab a bottle of your favorite essential oil and just inhale right from the bottle, and that's going to affect the mood. So a lot of times I get asked, Laura, it sounds a little hokey that you're telling me that inhaling a bottle of essential oil is going to affect my mood. So I'll explain a little bit about that. We'll get a little bit into the science of that. So if you were to pinch your nose, right under that bridge of your nose is the olfactory nerve. So when you're inhaling something, it goes in through that olfactory nerve into the limbic system of the brain. And this is what houses your memories, moods, and emotions. This is also why when you smell something, it may take you back to a memory. Maybe you smell something and you were reminded of your grandmother baking something for you in the kitchen. It can also go the other way. Maybe you smell something and you're reminded of a time that wasn't so pleasant. Maybe you walk into a hospital and that hospital smell triggers something and reminds you of an unpleasant time in your life. So this is why that sense of smell is so powerful. It's a direct link into your central nervous system. The other thing that can do that is music. So I actually like to combine both. I love to have music going and have essential oils going to support us. But it is a really amazing way to help us if you're feeling down, if you're feeling low, if you're having anxious feelings. If you're just feeling stressed or overwhelmed, we're in a global pandemic right now. I'm sure some of us are feeling that, right, on some level. So doing something so simple as just inhaling from the bottle, diffusing, or one of my favorite things is to actually do a palm inhale where you just put a drop of an essential oil in your hand, rub it together, cup it over your mouth and nose, and you just take some nice slow inhales. So if you have your oils with them, go get them out, because we can always use a nice little self-care moment to take some deep breaths in. But you'll start to notice a change in how you feel. And things like lavender can be very calming, frankincense, very grounding. Citrus oils are very uplifting. They're happy oils. So you can adjust the oil based off of what you're working towards, what your goal is with that. But it's a really, really powerful one to support you. So that's the first one, aromatic. Just smell out of the bottle, diffuse those essential oils, put them on your hands. I love to also put them in my hair, some little walking diffuser, right? Or if you have a scarf on, or you can put it on your clothes, put it over your pulse points. All of those are great places to put your essential oils for emotional support. Next way to use our essential oils is topically. So we are going to put it where it hurts. That's what I think about with topical. So you're getting very localized benefits with using the oils in this way. And you can use your carrier oil, like your fractionated coconut oil, to dilute it for your best results. So you can apply an essential oil, what we call neat, where you just apply the essential oil straight to the skin topically, right? Like you just put a drop on your skin and then you rub it in. That would be neat. You can do that, but the research is actually showing us that when we apply an oil topically without a carrier oil, about half of that's going to be evaporated and half of it will be absorbed into the skin. When we use a carrier oil, it allows almost all of that oil to be absorbed into the skin. So you're actually getting maximum absorption. Plus, this is great for anybody that may have sensitive skin. Some of our essential oils are hotter, like oregano or cinnamon or clove. So you want to always use a carrier oil with those. Some like peppermint, maybe. Some people with sensitive skin may feel a little bit too intense, too cooling, so they can use that carrier oil. But this is also great to use when you're using essential oils with babies or with anybody that's got sensitive skin or thinning skin. So you can use essential oils all through life. I tell people from birth through to death, you can use essential oils to support you. And we just want to be diluting appropriately with that. Bottoms of the feet and along the spine are great places to put your essential oils. Bottoms of the feet, because the skin isn't sensitive there and it allows for quick absorption. We have some large pores there that can kind of help. The spine is so pivotal because we think of the peripheral nerves that extend out through the spine. We can hold some toxins in the cerebral spinal fluid, so applying there is great. Spine and feet is also great right now in the season that we're in with looking for immune support, right? There's not really an immune support button on the body. Maybe the thymus might be a good one, but bottoms of the feet and along the spine, great place to put oils like On Guard that we were talking about for immune support, to have that on there. Or otherwise, put it where it hurts, with the exception of we don't put essential oils in the eyes and we don't put essential oils in the ear. So if you're having knee discomfort, you can apply that oil topically over the knee to help. If you're having head discomfort, you can put that over the head to help you with that. If you're having tummy aches or discomfort, you could apply that topically and have that there. And that was so refreshing to me. I thought, oh my gosh, you mean that I don't have to take another pill? I can just put it where it hurts. My mind was blown. I love that so much, the freedom in that, to be able to just use it where I needed it. So powerful. So that's topical. And I recommend using your carrier oil. And when people get started, we actually do a welcome call with you. We walk you through everything, but we teach people how to make roller bottles where they're diluting their oils for their specific health and wellness goals, because one, it stretches your dollar. It helps that to last even longer. But two, you're getting that absorption like we talked about, right? Where it already has that carrier oil and it makes it really simple. Even my nephew, he's almost 2, he'll be 2 next month. My nephew, Ethan, knows how to roll his oils on the bottoms of his feet and have those on hand. So you can empower kids from a really young age to have tools to help them, which I think is really neat. So that's the second way to use your essential oils. The third way is actually internally. So you can do a couple drops in water. When you're taking oils internally in glass, you're going to use glass or stainless steel, never plastic, especially with our citrus oils, because the citrus oils can actually break down the petrochemicals in the plastic, pull them in, so we don't want that. But this is a good health tip in general, because we want to avoid the endocrine disruptors like BPA and things that are in plastics. So glass or stainless steel, even ceramic is okay. We just don't want to use plastic with that. So you can add, like I have a little bit of lemon in my water. It tastes so good. Especially if you're one of those people, we all know we need to be drinking more water, right? That's a really pivotal foundational piece for our health and wellness, is being properly hydrated, but maybe you're bored with water. You can add in a citrus oil and it just makes your water taste fantastic. But citrus oils like lemon, wild orange, tangerine, grapefruit, they're very high in a chemical constituent called limonene, which helps your body produce glutathione. This is the body's master antioxidant, but it also helps with things like proper digestion, with detoxification, people that are looking to support their metabolism or looking to help them with fat loss. Detoxification is really key. So the citrus oils, using oils internally, can be a great help with that. You can also put them in a veggie capsule. So we have these little veggie capsules here. These are, I believe they're $4 for 160 from doTERRA. They're little bitty. And what you can actually do is open them up, and then you can add a couple drops of essential oil inside and close it. And it's kind of like making your own little natural concoction to have on hand to help you. So for example, one of the things that we go to a lot now with all that's happening in the world with immune support, we call it the flute. It's also known as the flume, but it's F-L-O-O-M or F-L-O-O-T. And it's frankincense, lemon, oregano, on guard, and tea tree, also known as melaleuca. They're the same thing. And you can do a couple drops of each of those and put it in the veggie capsule and take that internally. So if you're feeling like you're starting to get under the weather, if you need a little bit of immune support, that would be a great one to do, a great little veggie capsule. You can also put oils under the tongue. So a couple of my favorite oils to put under the tongue is frankincense or copaiba. So these are great because you get that sublingual absorption. It's going to go into the bloodstream very quickly. It's nice to have that on hand. And that's a great one, those two oils in particular, to help with a healthy inflammatory response in the body, to help with healthy cells. It's a very grounding. It can help if you're one of those people that has maybe more anxious feelings, to really support you in that way. So lots of options for internal use with those there. But those are 3 ways that we can use our oils: aromatic, topical, and internal. And I love that we can mix and match depending on the situation that we're using. I think there's a lot of freedom in that, which is really cool. And then we'll briefly go over a few of the top oils, like lemon. Lemon is a great oil. It's a citrus oil. It's a cleanser. If you have children, you need lemon essential oil. It is great to get gum out of the hair. It's great if your child took marker, crayon on your furniture, on the table or something. It's great to clean dry erase boards. It is awesome. One of my sweet oilers, her son had colored all over the door of his room, and she said a bottle of lemon and a Q-tip saved them and got their whole deposit back on their apartment. So I think of this as a natural Goo Gone. It is a great cleanser for your home. Honestly, you could clean your whole home with some lemon, some baking soda, and some white vinegar to have on hand. And it's also great, tastes amazing in water to support you in that way. So again, I love that one oil can do so many different things to support you. We have frankincense. This is the king of oils. This is one that really helps to promote calm feelings. It's very grounding. It's very anti-aging. People ask me, oh my gosh, your skin looks so great. I put frankincense actually in my moisturizer morning and night to support my skin. And it really helps with cells performing optimally in the body, and using that in different ways, right? Aromatic, topical, and internal. So I should point out here, that's what those little letters mean right here. A means that you can use it aromatically, T means topically, and I means internally. So this is an oil you can use in all the ways. Digest Zen. This is our digestive blend. So this is one that helps with any type of tummy upset, motion sickness, nausea. This is a great one to use on hand. You can use at meal times to really help with digestion. And this is one that you could put topically over the tummy, or you could actually take internally. You could put it in a drop of water, in a glass of water. You could do a little veggie capsule and take that. Made such a big difference. Digesten is one of those oils that works very, very quickly. And for me, I was actually one of those people that just had stomach pain after I would eat meals, and this made such a huge difference for me. It was a really powerful oil. Deep Blue, this is for all things that are aches, discomfort, painful experiences. This helps to soothe muscles and joints. This can help to relieve and ease head tension. If you have children, this is a great one to use diluted for growing pains, to have support on hand. But my husband plays a lot of racquetball, and so this is his favorite one to use on hand. And if you can actually remember to put this on your muscles before a workout and after, it'll help with that soreness that you may have there. So it's a great one that we use a lot of. We have Breathe Essential Oil. This is our respiratory blend. So this helps to open up airways. It really helps to promote opening of the sinuses and help the lungs and help with that clear breathing day or night. So maybe you are a noisy sleeper, or your partner, spouse is a noisy sleeper. This is a great one that you can put in the diffuser, maybe with a little bit of lavender oil. And you can also put it on the big toe. That's a great meridian point to help with snoring. So that's a little tip for you about Breathe. This is also a really great oil if springtime, maybe you like the trees and the flowers, but they don't like you can put that in a diffuser and have on hand. We also like to use this a lot before exercise. We'll put it on the chest, and it'll just promote that opening of the airways. So our runners, our athletes really love to put Breathe or peppermint on before they go and exercise. Notice a big difference with that. Wild Orange. Oh my goodness. Wild Orange is such an awesome oil. It's a citrus oil. It's very energizing. It's very invigorating. The citrus oils are going to help to uplift your mood. It just smells so good. So we use this in the diffuser. We put it in our water. I love a brand called Simple Mills, and they make paleo pancakes and cupcakes and different things. And so we'll put a couple drops if we're making paleo pancakes or waffles, and it tastes really good. Or we'll put it in cupcake mix, a Simple Mills vanilla cupcake mix, and it'll be like a vanilla creamsicle, or you can mix it in with vanilla icing and have that on hand. Or we'll make wild orange chicken. You can cook with the oils. That's kind of a fun thing to do too. But also wild orange is great to support digestive health. So if you've got a little one with tummy issues, you could put a little bit of wild orange on their tummy, or it's very calming to mood. So my nephew Ethan, he's moving into the twos, right? He's going to be 2 next month, and he can be very strong-willed sometimes and let us know when he doesn't like something or get really upset. And my mom says the only thing that calms him is oils and music. So we do lavender and some wild orange on the spine, on the bottoms of the feet. We put on the Lion King soundtrack, and it makes such a difference. I thought that was interesting, right? Tuning down the volume of the central nervous system. It's so powerful. Oh, Jackie says Breathe made a huge difference in snoring for her, and it really showed improvement. She actually tracked it on an app. So I think that's so cool as people are sharing their oils. And then I just share this too because the oils are amazing. They're a tool to support us, but I really feel like the foundations comes from nutrition and diet and proper supplementation. And doTERRA has a supplement called the Lifelong Vitality Pack. And it's actually specifically designed to help with pain, to help with mood, and to help to have that healthy inflammatory response in the body. So if you're looking for some antioxidant support to help the nervous system, digestive health, to have more energy, immune health, cardiovascular health. And what's really cool is the essential oils are infused into these supplements. So some people will say, oh, if I take a supplement, I get an upset tummy, or I just don't do well with it. This works really well too. So I just share a little bit about that. What's really neat is that it has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you were to try the supplements and they didn't work for you, you just mail back the empty bottles and doTERRA gives you a full refund, which is kind of neat. But these are the supplements that my husband and I take. So if you're really looking for that holistic approach to health and wellness, even if you're eating a super clean diet and all organic foods and raw foods, it's really hard to live your best life without really optimizing supplementation. So this is a good one too that I just wanted to share. But I'd love for you, if you're open, if you grab a pen and paper and you can write down your top 3 health concerns that you may have. What is the reason why you came to this class today? What are the things that you're really focusing on? You can type them in the chat. You can write them down for you to have that. I always say, I'll share mine if you share yours. So mine was really struggling with digestive issues, as I mentioned. It didn't matter what I would eat. I would have upset tummy and just not feel good afterwards. So that was a big piece. The other was sleep. I was really, really struggling with getting good, restful sleep at night. And we know that when you're not sleeping well, it affects a lot of things as far as energy and how you feel. And then I was also really struggling with a lot of head tension and discomfort there. So I was looking for something to help with those painful things. And that's kind of what brought me into the world of functional nutrition and holistic health and using the essential oils. And I thought this was so powerful. I had shared on my social media, I was just asking mamas, real life question, how do you use essential oils in your day-to-day life? How are they supporting you in this time? And I got so many answers, and you can see some of these here. Like somebody says, console, it's a big hug, a deep sigh. Somebody says tea tree oil, her toddler's constantly getting scraped and scratches, and whenever that happens, that helps to make the sting go away, which is so powerful. Lavender for relaxation and bug bites, and having that on hand. I loved all of these. Copaiba, love it on my heart, and for my shoulders when they're achy and sore. Digestion, I can never ever live without it. And it's just neat. I think it's powerful to hear from other people and hear what oils they're using to support them as well. And if you've had a powerful experience with an oil, type it in and let us know, because that makes such a big difference too. Somebody's asking if it's hard for you to take pills, is there another way to do it? So yes, you can definitely open up Lifelong Vitality. You could put it in a green smoothie and take it that way. Or there is a kids A to Z chewable that you can just take as well and chew if you're somebody that really doesn't do well with taking pills. There's lots of options for you, but I thought those were so fun. Lots of different answers. Adaptive is actually an oil that is specific for stress, and there's a lot of people that mentioned Adaptive, that it really helps to calm them. They're having anxious moments. And again, we're in this interesting season with stress during this time, and that's so powerful. All right, so there's actually 3 ways to purchase doTERRA essential oils. The first is retail. And I always say nobody's going to purchase retail. It's actually the most expensive way to buy your essential oils. And the only time that you would do retail is in a professional setting, like a chiropractor's office or a spa. Because why would you want to pay more for your oils? It just doesn't make a lot of sense that way. But you may see doTERRA oils sold in professional settings, so that's an option. The second way is wholesale. So doTERRA is very similar to a Sam's or a Costco, and it's $35 with doTERRA, and you get access to the wholesale prices. So you basically get to purchase at a 25% off discount. It's just like Sam's. You can purchase as much or as little as you want. I know some people get all scared about that. No, we don't ask for your firstborn child. It's literally just like Sam's Club. You don't have to order every month. You just get to have access to that discount whenever you want it with that. And then the third way is actually below wholesale. So this is the way that I purchase my essential oils. And this is where you can save even more. You can get that $35 fee. It's free this way. And I'll show you how to bundle things together so that that is free. And you can actually purchase at a deeper discount below that 25% off. And that's what most people will do to kind of maximize your savings with that. So what you can expect from me, and what you can discuss from Chelsea or whoever's bringing you to the world of essential oils, right? We do a welcome packet. So we want to give you some tools and some resources and little reference guides to support you as you're coming to the world of essential oils. You know, this class is just the tip of the iceberg, right? It's just a little basic intro. So we give you some things to expand on that. We do a personal consultation. So one-on-one consultation with me or with Chelsea and we, or whoever invited you to this class, right? You'll reach out to them to make sure that you know how to use your oils safely for your specific health and wellness goals. You tell me if you're wanting to focus on hormonal health, or you really want to help with restful sleep or digestive health, whatever that looks like. We really customize that. We have a VIP private Facebook education group. It's a safe place to ask questions and get support and have that on hand, which is so powerful. And I just love having a community, right? I learned so much from our oils community. We have a global community. So we have oilers in South Africa and Australia and the UK and Canada and all over. So I tell people, it doesn't matter what time of day you have a question, type it in and somebody around the world will be up and be able to help and support you with that. But we do giveaways, and it's just a really fun community to have ongoing support with that, with getting started with oils, because I know coming to the world of essential oils is a little bit like learning a new language. And so we just take it one step at a time, right? And that's why we take you by the hand and we support you with this. And I tell people, don't worry, that's what we're here for, right? These oils are not going to collect dust and sit on a shelf. We're going to empower you so you feel confident knowing how to use the oils safely in your home and with your family. And then if I'm the person that invited you to this class that you came, you can text me, or if it was Chelsea or if it was somebody else in our oils community, text Chelsea or text them. And we can start to get you supported, right? We can help you to customize a kit specific for your health and wellness goals and help you with that. My information's there. You can follow me on Instagram, or you can send me a DM on Facebook, or whatever's easiest for you. And I'd love to set up a time to support you with all of that. I know Chelsea would too. And then I want to show you 3 options. These are probably my favorite options to have right now to get started. There is a kit called the Protect Kit, and it's $125. It's just for this month. And it is On Guard. Remember that oil there? So it's like the toilet paper oil of doTERRA right now to really help our immune system, as well as tea tree bergamot, which is a beautiful citrus oil that's really great for boosting our immune system, as well as Purify. Now, Purify is the cleansing blend. So we typically think about it if we have stinky situations, right? Like maybe you cooked fish or cabbage and you can diffuse it in your kitchen. It'll help. Maybe you have teenage boys and you can put a couple drops in their shoes, or, you know, whatever you need to do with that. Purify is really great for pimples, for blemishes, but it's also a really great oil that I love to support the lymphatic system. So you can put it over the lymph nodes, have that on hand. And so this comes with a diffuser that runs for 12 hours, and it has the hand sanitizer spray, which is really nice. So that one is the Protect Kit. The Respond Kit is $150. And I look at this and I think of things specific for sleep, stress, overwhelm, mood, and springtime. So if you love the flowers, but they don't love you, this would be a great one, because it's got that lemon, lavender, and peppermint and breathe that we talked about to open up your airways. It's got frankincense and copaiba. Frankincense and copaiba can support basically every system of the body, from immune system, nervous system, digestive system, cardiovascular system, musculoskeletal system. Those are 2 powerhouse oils that can help in a lot of ways. And then Adaptive is an amazing, amazing oil specifically designed for stress and overwhelm. So that is an awesome one to have on hand too. Or you can do my favorite one, which is the top 10 oils in little bottles. These are 5 ml bottles. There's about 80 to 85 drops in each bottle, and a Breve diffuser. And this diffuser runs for 10 hours. And this is $160. And it has a lot of the oils that we talked about today: the lemon, lavender, and peppermint, frankincense, deep blue, breathe, our On Guard, our oregano, which we didn't talk about a ton, but oregano is like a heavy hitter for immune support and digestive support. It's one of those that we don't use all the time, but if you're feeling under the weather, you want to have it on hand to support you. And then DigestZen. So this is $160. So these are awesome options. These are usually what most people will get started with a kit, because that $35 is free with any of the kits. And if you have questions, if you're like, Laura, I'm not sure which one's best for me, let me know. Reach out to us, reach out to me or Chelsea, or whoever brought you to this video, right? Reach back out to them and we can help you customize something specific for you. Now this is exciting that's going on. So it's kind of perfect time that Chelsea brought us all together for this class, right? Because there is a sweet citrus sale going on for Memorial Day weekend, and this will actually end Tuesday on May 26th. But a lot of our citrus oils, and we were talking about how powerful those are for immune support, antioxidant support, digestive support, mood support, these are anywhere from 10 to 20 to 30% off, depending on the oil. So you could actually do one of the starter kits and you could add in a citrus oil with that at an even bigger savings, which is kind of cool. So that's perfect timing if you're thinking, oh man, I think I might want to bring these oils into my home. You can maximize your savings even more through Tuesday. And then I'm in a program with doTERRA called Diamond Club, and we are teaching and educating, and I was actually supposed to be traveling. Diamond Club allows us to get reimbursed for travel to go and teach classes, but as we know, the world has changed and everything is virtual. But if you get started with any of those starter kits, you'll get a free Citrus Bliss oil. This is just for this month if you wanted to get started, so a couple more days, or depending on which kit you wanted, or if you wanted to customize it, you could get Citrus Bliss and Adaptive for free. So we have a code that we can type in for you and get that. So if you heard about this class from me, reach out to me or reach out to Chelsea or whoever that was, and we have a code. It's kind of an extra perk, so you can get some extra freebies on top of all of that too. And then I'm really, really passionate about educating and teaching because, as I mentioned, I got into this work because I was actually really sick with cancer. I got diagnosed with a cancerous tumor in my 20s when I was working as a physical therapist. And that really changed the trajectory of my life. I had 4 surgeries related to that. It was in my abdomen. I was told in my 20s, I had only been married to my husband for 3 years at that point, that we could not have children because that type of tumor had estrogen receptors. It would make it more likely that the cancer would come back, plus all the abdominal surgeries. They were like, we don't think your abdomen will be able to hold through that. Just a lot of hard stuff, emotional stuff. I went through a grieving process with that, plus the physical pain of going through all of those surgeries. And I believe this is one of the really cool things about doTERRA is a lot of us come to doTERRA through hard knocks in life, right? I wish I could tell you that I was just super passionate about health and wellness and grew up drinking green smoothies and green juice and doTERRA just came into my life. But it was actually during those really hard times when I was in the trenches and I was hurting, and pain is a very motivating factor. And it took my friend Susan, who's a registered nurse, who brought me into the oils. But these oils have helped me so much, not just physically, but also emotionally going through that journey. And I just am really passionate about supporting people with that. So if you have people that you're thinking of, friends or family, I would love to mail them some samples. If they don't have an account with doTERRA, invite them to a class. We can learn and we can support them, because when we have something that works, and if you've had a powerful testimonial with the oils, you know what I'm talking about. And I think it's only natural to share that and to support people. So I love to mail people a little sample kit and packet so they can have their own experience with the oils and help. And if that's on your heart, let me know. We can do a class like this, like Chelsea's doing, and we can gift you a little keychain. And what I like to do is fill it up with some essential oils for you as a gift for the number of people who come to a class. So that's an option, but I truly feel like sharing is caring. When we find something that makes such a profound effect on our life, we are kind of compelled to share that with other people. And then there's typically 3 types of people that come to these classes, right? The first type of person, they're really excited about living a natural wellness lifestyle. And we support these people through continuing education classes. And in our tribe, in our private Facebook group, we actually teach a continuing education class each Saturday morning on a different topic. Yesterday I taught one on oils for every age. The week before we talked about nutrition and supplements. We talk about women's health and hormones. We go really deep in that with the continuing education, because this is just a little piece of the puzzle, right? We're just starting. We're just giving you a little taste of the power of essential oils and how to use those. Second type of person is somebody they love to share. When they find something that works for them, they get really excited. And you know you're this type of person if you're thinking, okay, my mom needs this, my sister needs this, my brother needs this. And for these types of people, as you share consistently over time, you can actually get your oils paid for. And we call this free natural health care. my essential oils are definitely, and my supplements, it is my natural health care and how I support my body. And there are thousands of people in doTERRA getting free natural health care. And then the third type of person is looking at this, they're looking at me, they're like, I want to do that. I want to teach classes like Laura. I would love to help and serve people and make a bigger impact. I love to, right, shake up what's happening in the world, empower people with natural remedies. And if that's on your heart, you will know, right? And you'll know if I'm speaking to you on that. But as you teach and empower and help people, you can actually supplement or replace your income. And that's actually what I've done through doTERRA. So I was a full-time physical therapist, and I have replaced and actually surpassed my income as a physical therapist with doTERRA. And again, I went through so many different health challenges, and it has been such a huge blessing to be able to work from home, to make my own hours, to have that flexibility. And if that's calling on your heart, or maybe even you're just looking for something to bring in a little extra income right now, this is a really interesting time. We're in a recession. The unemployment rate is higher than it has ever been. And there's a lot of people on their hands and knees praying for support for health issues, but also maybe for financial support. So if you're that person, you know, I'm calling you in, and you'll feel that. Reach out to us, to me, to Chelsea. We'd love to support you with that and help you with that, because that has been a huge, huge blessing and allowed me, I feel, to serve and help even more people with this platform, and also take care of myself, because you can't pour from an empty cup. And it has been so empowering for me to be able to choose the own hours that I work and still be able to do things that really support my health and wellness. So that is an awesome option too. So I want to open it up for questions. If you have any questions, you can type them into the chat. You can unmute yourself. There was a question over on Facebook about, the omegas. There's an IQ Mega supplement. It's a kid's supplement, and you can actually take that. It's a liquid. So we have options if you can't swallow pills, things to help you with that. And then adaptive oil is not for internal use. It's just for aromatic or topical use, but the adaptive capsules can be taken internally. So I'm going to stop the recording. And if you're over on Facebook, you can hop on Zoom, and we'll do a little Q&A for about 10, 15 minutes. And if anybody has any questions, and thank you for joining us or catching the replay. We are so glad that y'all are here. It is always such a blessing. This is one of my favorite things to do. So have a great rest of your Sunday. Take care, everybody. Bye.